Alright, so this is going to be a video about the model for what we call the spinal plexuses. Okay, I apologize for the background on this because it's hard to find a spot in the lab where I can put this model and have a completely plain background, because it's obviously, you can see it's a big long model. Okay, so the plexuses, the spinal plexuses. A plexus is a network of spinal nerve roots, okay, and there are 4 of them. There's the cervical, the brachial, the lumbar, and then the sacral. Okay. We're going to start at the top with the cervical plexus. Okay. So you should be able to tell me a couple of roots that arise from each of these plexuses. All right, and you've got a chart on your handout that's going to help you with that. If we start with the cervical plexus, okay, it's going to be this area right here. So you see a number of nerve roots coming out here. Now, there is one really profoundly important nerve that arises from the cervical plexus, and that's the one I really want you to know. So that's going to be the phrenic nerve, and that's spelled with a PH, P-H-R-E-N-I-C, the phrenic nerve, which originates right about the level of C3, which is right here. Okay, that nerve innervates your diaphragm, your major muscle for breathing. Okay, if you were to sever your spinal cord above C3, you would never breathe again on your own. All right, so that's why I want you to know that the phrenic nerve is the most important nerve, comes out of the cervical plexus, it innervates your diaphragm. Now you can see this is the brachial plexus, so you can clearly see that it's a network of nerve roots. Okay, and since it has the name brachial, you can imagine that it's going to your arm and your forearm and your hand. So you've got a number of nerves that arise from that particular plexus. You've got the axillary nerve, the radial nerve, the ulnar nerve, the median nerve, and a few others, the musculocutaneous nerve. So any of those you should be able to name coming out of that brachial plexus. If we move down through the thoracic region, we don't really see any plexuses here, and that's because most of the nerves that come out from the thoracic area are innervating muscles in the torso and the organs, the visceral organs. Come down here, now you can see the lumbar plexus. These are the lumbar vertebrae here. This is the lumbar plexus here. Okay. Coming out of the lumbar plexus would be muscles that innervate the gluteal muscles, or sorry, nerves that innervate the gluteal muscles and the muscles of the thigh and the leg and the foot. Femoral nerve comes out of here, okay, and a number of other nerves that are mentioned on your handout. And then I'm going to spin this around so you can see the sacral plexus a little better. Sorry about that. Okay, so here you can see the sacral plexus, right? Coming out right from around the sacrum. And of course, the big nerve that comes out of the sacral plexus is the sciatic nerve. That's that big giant nerve, goes through the greater sciatic notch on your os coxae. It innervates the back of your thigh, the back of your leg. It branches into other nerves, of course, but it's huge. You can see here very easily how big a nerve that is. Okay, so that is your plexus model. Okay. Just quickly again, going up and showing you the different plexuses. There you go.